Hey folks, welcome back to Software Testing Hack. In this video, let's talk about prototype model. To get better and clear understanding of prototype model, make sure that you have watched other SDLC models also. So after watching this video, you will get better clarity of what is prototype model. Let's get started. The prototype model requires that before carrying out the development of the actual software, a working prototype of the system should be built. Okay. A prototype is kind of a toy implementation of the system. Suppose a prototype usually turns out to be a version of the actual system actually. Okay, so it is possibly exhibiting the limited functionalities which is a working model, but not really a working model. I mean to say that you cannot put in proper values and validate that validation and all things doesn't work. But it looks like a actual product. Okay. As per in the other models, here requirements will be gathered initially. So once the requirement is gathered, they will go to the next step, which is quick decision, where they will make a quick decision whether shall we go ahead and then build the prototype. Okay, if it is yes, so once the prototype is built, it will go to the customer evaluation, where it will where the customer will check whether that prototype satisfies their requirement or not. Okay, then if they ask for any modification, so then refine the requirement and incorporate customer suggestion. And again go back and then build the prototype and then show it to the customer. So this process goes on once until the customer is satisfied. And after that, that acceptance criteria is accepted by customer. So what happens is next the actual process of the SDLC model starts, which is the designing and then implementation, testing, and maintenance. Whereas in designing phase, actually in this case, we will make a working model, right? So which is basically prototype. So after that is done, developers will start building the product, actual product. So it involves repeatedly doing the things until the customer is satisfied, and then the other step comes into picture. So where here the prototype development will be done, and then here the iterative development comes into picture. So basically, in other models, what we were doing was once the requirement is collected, and then we will do, if required, we will do feasibility study, and then we will start implementing it. Okay, I mean designing and then implementing, right, and then testing and then maintenance comes into picture. But here the difference is it goes under another step where the prototype will be built and then customer evaluates that particular prototype, and once he is satisfied, the next step will come into picture. So this is the overall model of the prototype. As we know that every model will be associated with certain advantages and disadvantages, prototype model will also have certain advantage and disadvantage. Let's see that. So advantage is like it reduces the risk of incorrect user requirement. Okay. Uh, if there is any requirement change is required, then and there itself that can be modified so that the once the user is satisfied, there will be a risk associated with a particular change in requirement can be reduced. Good to use when requirements are changing. Okay, as it undergoes the customer evaluation, so that is where it is better to use this prototyping model. Reduce maintenance cost. Okay, it helps in reducing the maintenance cost. Errors can be detected much earlier as the system is made side by side. Okay, if there are any errors or issues associated with it, we can deal with that and then we can correct it then and there. So that is one advantage of using this prototype model. Okay, and let's talk about some of the disadvantages. Disadvantage are require extensive customer collaboration. So Here it requires lot of customer collaboration. Once the prototype is built, we have to get the customer sign off, and then so there are a lot of things that we have to depend on the customer. So costs customer money, okay, needs committed customer, okay. The customer should be available because his approval is required. Difficult to finish if customer withdraw. Okay, so there are certain challenges is involved. Once after he sees the prototype, he might say that no, this is not what I'm expecting. So there can be the process may take bit longer time, right? Prototyping tools are expensive. Okay, for that we need another prototyping tool. Okay, so that with that we can create prototype, right? So that is also an additional cost. It is time consuming process. So we saw that it is a very time consuming process because we have to wait for the customer to approve it. So we don't know how much whole project takes, right? The whole, if you want to finish off the whole project, how much time it takes, we don't know that. So it also has certain disadvantages too. So this is all about prototype model. If you have liked this video, please do like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.